This garden is called Down to Earth, and the reason is because we make earth. We make beautiful, fertile earth, and we use a system called bokashi. That is a Japanese system of fermenting food waste, and then turning it, into soil, composting, mixing it with leaves and branches and weeds, and we produce tons of soil and convert food waste into incredibly rich fertilizer. And anybody that brings their food waste can take soil for their terrace, their garden, their tree pit, or any person in the neighborhood can come and take the soil that we make here. It really helps the soil because the soil is very poor in microbes, especially in urban area, but everywhere really. So it adds all these good microbes that they then work with insects, and so it's very rich, rich of life. Because it's not sterile like the soil you buy in store. It's really full of life. So,
do you think that this type of soil and composting can help combat climate change in the U.S.?
It definitely is, yes. Well, the topsoil is very impoverished by our system of agriculture, and there's no life, no microbes in it hardly. And a lot of things we do in the modern society is more like disinfecting, it's killing life, in a way. We really need to remediate. When I moved to the city, I'm from Switzerland and from a small city, and I missed, there wasn't much nature. And so when I saw the garden across the street where I lived, I immediately found out who it was and became friends, and it kind of changed my life because I didn't really garden when I was in Switzerland, even though I was close to nature, but I learned how to garden and fell in love with it. We all are in our 60s, most of the regular volunteers, so we need young people to come and help. We don't get any assistance from the city, we are completely independent. Yes, the garden does, we do get tools for the garden, but the whole compost system, it's all volunteer-based, and everything we do is just because we believe this is the right thing to do. And first of all, it's really unbelievable that the city is not composting in this day and age. It's just now starting again. I mean, the food waste is gold. It's a rich resource. It's about time that we have mandatory composting for all restaurants everywhere. They tried it. I don't remember exactly, but it was before the COVID. They had started the program. And you know how hard it is for people to change their habits. So they had the brown bins, they started, and then the COVID happened and everything collapsed.
Do you think you could see New York City one day being a lot greener and healthier?
I hope. We don't have really a choice. We have to, in my opinion, but it's a little slow. The priorities are so slow. Once you compost, you just, it's so, I don't know, it's so important, it's so much part of life that I don't understand that people don't see it and they still throw their stuff in a landfill, in a garbage bag. It's beyond my understanding. But when you're a garden, you understand a lot more because you're close to nature, you understand the plants, you see what they need, and plants are like us, and it's life, And even a little place like this, it's so full of life. When you spend time in it, you kind of change. Yeah. It changes you,